Welcome to the second annual Smart Grid Expo, hosted by NEMA here at the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, located in downtown Washington, D.C. Today, NEMA members will demonstrate to FERC employees the ins and outs of smart grid technologies. So, without further ado, let's go in.
It's going to be a big day.
I'm here with NEMA's Director of Smart Grid, Paul Molitor. Paul, thanks for being here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Smart Grid University?
Well, it's something new that we're doing at the EXPO this year. We didn't do it last year, but we've got a lineup of presenters, and basically it's a series of half-hour sessions where the NEMA members get a chance to talk to the FERC staff about things they need to know on smart grid.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Bob Nadello, and I'm the Director of Engineering for a portion of EXPO Corporation's electrical sector. And as the Chairman of NEMA's Smart Grid Council, I'd like to officially welcome everybody here today to our event. I'd like to start off by thanking you for inviting us back for the second year in a row to put on an event very similar to what we did last year.
ABB has many capabilities. We have a huge emphasis in our power products and power systems divisions, two of our largest divisions. And transmission and distribution are our areas of expertise.
Renewables on the grid, and then be able to automate the transmission grid with synchrophasers and control systems, take the distribution system, make it more intelligent and automated as well, and then all the way through the consumer with our Siemens building technology.
So Zigbee is defining the de facto standards that are defining how consumers define a two-way dialogue between consumers and utilities, and how consumers both control devices and get information about how they're consuming. So it's a much more rich experience for the consumer. It's a way for utilities to affect load shed and dispatch load control and demand response. And essentially it's the de facto standards that's defining how the devices in the home communicate together.
In Latin America is our lighting system division basically came together to create a unified marketing campaign. Right now we're focusing on commercial buildings because they're the biggest consumer. If you can only speak to one audience, you can get somebody to upgrade a whole building as opposed to just one residence, or retail stores across the country. And we're trying to let them know that there are tax incentives available. The federal commercial building tax deduction going on through 2013.
Right now we're keeping a close eye on the standards and the communication programs. We believe that the smart side of smart grid is where there's going to be a lot of opportunities for a company like Emerson in the communications protocols and standards, in control systems, optimization, and allowing the generators of electric power and the consumers of electric power to talk more closely and more uniformly.
Well, the first thing that we're doing is we're laying the foundation, the first milestone for smart grid, which is smart metering and all the advanced metering infrastructure that supports the smart meters. So the intelligent meters on the home, the communications infrastructure, so that the utility can not only pull all the granular usage data out of that meter, but can also send price signals, down to that meter, through the meter, into the home via an open standard wireless communications that will communicate to an ecosystem of companies that are building various in-home devices, from programmable communicating thermostats to in-home devices to smart appliances, and even eventually electric vehicles that will use the same type of communication.
Those of us at FERC, the development of the smart grid has been a very important topic. On behalf of the chairman, the other commissioners, and FERC staff, I'd like to thank NEMA for putting together such an interesting array of products and services to give us a tangible feel of how the industry is responding to the challenge of creating a new and modern grid. Today marks the second time in as many years that we've invited power equipment manufacturers for an educational day about the nuts and bolts of the electricity grid. But they bring no ordinary nuts and bolts. There are lighting systems that reduce consumption while providing and maintaining illumination, switches that can detect a fault and heal a fault faster than you can make a phone call, and storage devices that cushion the laws of physics. As the ancient aqueducts gave way to modern plumbing, we are in the midst of transforming the largest machine ever built, bit by bit, what's here in this lobby today. Throughout this process, FERC must ensure that the investments in the grid will be in the ultimate interest of the customer and the consumer. Learning more about these technologies, seeing, hearing, operating, can only help in that mission. had a chance or take a chance to hear from the seminars and talk with the experts who are here today. Again, thanks to NEMA and the participating companies for showing us your new technology, your equipment, and putting on your demonstrations, and the educational sessions that are part of the success and answer all questions that we have here today. I also want to thank all the staff who put in such a hard effort, yeoman's effort, actually doing it twice. We've thrown a snowstorm, and it makes it even more difficult to pull this off, and it's probably an extracurricular activity for many of you. So from the staff of NEMA, I want to recognize Paul Walter, who's the Director of the Smart Grid Operation, Francine Meyer, Eric Shea, Bobby Galicki, and Rick Talley. And the fellow FERC staff here who are involved in making this a success today, Dick O'Neill, Mary O'Driscoll, Charles Beeman, from the OED office, Dan Garcia, Justin Page, Lauren Lyle, Todd Henry, Tim Harris, Mike Cunningham, Tristan Solaris, Chris Smith, and Valerie Mercier. And from the building management office, Mira Friemel and Lauren Huber. I want to recognize all of you. I know it took a lot of work, great success. Have fun, enjoy this display, and think about how it applies to our mission to make this system all work and make it benefit consumers across this country. Thanks so much.
Commissioner Norris and all the members of FERC, thank you for the opportunity. NEMA is very privileged to be here to work with you on the smart grid, on energy efficiency, on high-performance buildings, and I hope soon to be opening of transmission corridors. This is a unique opportunity. This is where we bring the policymakers and the engineers of our government and our regulatory agencies together with the brightest and best of industry to learn about all the energy efficient equipment and how we can connect the smart grid and how we move into a cleaner, more efficient, safer energy future. We thank you for that opportunity. I hope that you take the opportunity to visit the seminars and all of these things. And again, thanks for the second chance to do this.
Well, this concludes the second annual Smart Grid Expo. I'd like to thank all the FERC staff and all the NEMA staff that made this event possible and such a success again. For NEMA View, I'm Bobby Balicki, signing out. Take it in. That concludes the second annual Smart Grid Expo. Oh, it's on the blooper list.